Okay, we are rolling. We are rolling, brother. Champions of Champions boxing talk from a very elated house in Manchester, England. You know, I've got a new saying. When you're from Manchester in life, you're never done. You are never done, right? And the examples are there. You are never done when you're from my neck of the woods. And I don't mean to blag. I'm not a blagdocious person generally, but I sometimes need to blag a little bit more because our genes are strong. They are strong. Tyson Fury, and I love Deontay Wilder. He's given us some great entertainment with those knockouts. The heavyweight division needed it. You know, and I'm not going to knock him, right? The power is unreal in that right hand. I'll always be thankful for the entertainment he's given us. But Tyson Fury, it's 2-0 to Tyson Fury now. Tyson Fury has just beaten Deontay Wilder at his best. But he's also beat Deontay Wilder at his very worst. He got up off the couch 60% and outpointed Deontay Wilder. Forget the knockdown in the 12th round and all that. Tyson Fury won that fight. It's just the knockdown, as I said in other videos, gave the officials the excuse to give it a draw. Tonight, we've seen Tyson Fury, even though he was much bigger, he's much healthier now. He's more balanced in his life. Didn't fight the way he fought against Klitschko because he couldn't fight like that against Klitschko. You know why? Klitschko has more tools than Deontay Wilder. If you come in against Klitschko like that, you'd get hooks, uppercuts, all of that stuff. Right? Deontay Wilder doesn't have uppercuts. He doesn't have straight crosses. No stiff jab to really trouble Tyson Fury. And you know as well what happened tonight. Not only was Tyson Fury the bigger guy from the body shots, he made this fight tonight a cruiserweight via heavyweight. That's what it looked like. It looked like a good cruiserweight via a top heavyweight. Leaning on him, using his strength, doing all the things sort of, you know, a bigger guy should do. Like you see bigger guys in different weight classes do to smaller guys. You know, like a Golovkin would do to a Kell Brook. You know, just go out there. It was very brave from Tyson Fury. I didn't think he would do it, but something happened. I thought he would win, but it would be on points. That was my initial prediction. But at my brother's house, usually I get nervous when I'm rooting for a fighter, but something changed. And I changed my prediction to Fury by stoppage late. I don't know why. I just got this feeling. Because Fury has never sat down on his punches really before. And I noticed as he was, you know, saving energy coming to the ring, first of all. That ring entrance. Something sort of said something to me. Then he darted in and stayed in. He really didn't go out. That was the thing. You have to be careful going in and careful going out. But he really didn't give Deontay Wilder much. Because, you see, Deontay Wilder needs the extension on that right hand. But do you know who also needed extension on his punches? A much better boxer than Deontay Wilder all round. But Costa Tszyu needed the extension on his punch. That was like a heavyweight version of Costa Tszyu and Ricky Hatton. He smothered the one arsenal Deontay Wilder could use. The straight right hand right down the pipe from mid-range. That was not on. I thought Tyson Fury would box his head off initially. And have to worry about the right hand all night, but he nullified that. He was better in the end close than at distance. I think he would have been close in the first fight if he'd have had faith in his fitness, but he didn't back then. So he smothers Deontay Wilder up close, manages, when Deontay Wilder is tired and going on the back foot, to fire right hands himself and work Deontay Wilder to the body so Deontay Wilder could not move. Deontay Wilder's legs look so off balance. A lot of people are talking about the stoppage, and Wilder's a warrior. Wilder would have fought all night. But I think the referee made a good call there. Or I think it was the corner, you know. But I didn't expect 3 knockdowns. I expected when the knockout presents itself. But, you know, that is what happened. But let me tell you another thing. If Andy Ruiz looked after himself, he'd have had a good chance, of beating Deontay Wilder. Because he's two-handed. He's got more tools than Deontay Wilder. This is true. This is what many people have said down the years. I said it in my last video. There is one night when that right hand is not going to come for Deontay Wilder. You can't beat the very best just on one punch all the time. Sooner or later, someone's going to have you. And when people have compared this guy with Lennox Lewis, I've said numerous times, Lennox Lewis would turn Deontay Wilder into Michael Grant. He would. Not only would Deontay Wilder lose, and it's 2-0 to Tyson Fury now, he would also get beat to Anthony Joshua. Joshua has the power and the skill. More so than Wilder. Tyson Fury could not be so committed to that approach again with Anthony Joshua. Joshua has a wicked jab. He has a great uppercut. Look at the finish against Klitschko. He likes to fight. Right? Generally, that was his style. That's kind of what got him beat against Andy Ruiz. But nonetheless, he did drop Andy Ruiz. He did look in that fight, even though he lost it and got a right clobbering. Tyson Fury has two tactics he can use now. This is a clever boxer. This is not just a fool out there. This is a guy that will know if he wins against AJ using the same strategy, he will face a lot more trouble from left hands, right hands, jabs, shots, uppercuts. Anthony Joshua is not frightened to go to the body himself. He is a far better schooled boxer than Deontay Wilder, and Fury will know this. I wouldn't be surprised if the fight happens. I don't want to see a third Fury-Wilder fight. We know how it goes now. It's 2-0 to Fury. There's no question. He's beaten him at his worst, and he's beaten Wilder now at his best. And it was not close. And I'm not knocking Deontay Wilder, but it is what it is. I think that beating was far worse than Deontay Wilder believes it is. Again, he's a warrior. He'll want to carry on. But I hate to say it, he kind of looked like he didn't belong in there with Fury at times. But the signs have been there. You're struggling with Luis Ortiz, twice, right? Look at Charles Martin buzzed Gerald Washington tonight very early. You're being outboxed by Gerald Washington for 4 rounds, and you're going to suddenly, I said it tonight, you're suddenly going to turn up like Sugar Ray Leonard. No. And again, Deontay Wilder, he did look like he was looking again for that perfect punch. Lennox Lewis hit the nail on the head, and I've been saying it for a while. I said it in the last video. Jab with the jabber. Something in the end will set itself up. But he didn't. Maybe it was Fury again. Maybe he completely took Wilder by surprise with this tactic. Right? But like I said, unless Anthony Joshua has a massive lapse in concentration, Deontay Wilder can't beat him. That's my opinion. He can if he lands that one shot. Of course he can. But Anthony Joshua has slightly less power, but still knockout power, and better boxing IQ. He does. And he's physically stronger, right? He is physically bigger, physically stronger. Deontay Wilder has done marvellous for his size to even be in the equation, right? His resume is not stacked. I agree with Max Kellerman. And he's met a guy who can sort of do all things. The reason why that fight, it was so devastating for Deontay Wilder tonight was because Fury is not such a vicious puncher that he takes him out with one punch. You actually take less punishment when that happens to you than the prolonged beating that Wilder got. Every time he was up on the ropes and tired, Fury would clobber him with very hard punches, but he was hitting him time and time again, and the punishment was accumulating. So, proud of Tyson Fury. Didn't think that would happen until late tonight. And I disagree with Deontay Wilder putting that weight on. He was still... Why go in 16 pounds lighter when you're still going to be out-muscled anyway? You might as well be lighter and be able to move a little better. Fury is 6'9". He's been used to going around big weights all his life. right? When he took his top off, he didn't look like Andy Ruiz either. He looked pretty good, Fury. And he's never going to be Mr. Chiseled, but he looked good enough. Was Fury really that weight? Makes you wonder. But even if he was, he used it very well to his advantage. You know? I hope Tyson Fury now doesn't go into, retreat mode. I hope he continues this road, this journey he's going on, right? Because he could be the heavyweight of this era. Still to be seen, him v Joshua. Who knows? We've got to see it. I still want to see Wilder v Joshua, but I think Joshua cleans him. Right? I do. And I think Andy Ruiz has a chance against him. Even, right? Dylan White loves to get close. Dylan White loves to get close. He'll have seen what Fury did tonight with Wilder. I was thinking Dylan White is... no chance with Wilder. I don't know after tonight. Maybe Fury is that good that Dylan White couldn't do that. Maybe only Fury can. Who knows? But there is an inclination there now. There's a blueprint. You don't only have to outbox Deontay Wilder. You can ruffle his feathers too. That's been shown. We know he could be outboxed. Now we know he can be out-hustled. And stopped. The two guys in the ring tonight both went in with draws. One has left. And no guy's lost on points. One of them's been stopped. And shockingly, that's Deontay Wilder. Right? So, keep these things in mind. It's a long road back, I think, for Deontay Wilder. You know? Everybody was so feared of that power, but now people will be thinking, go into the fire with water, like Tyson Fury did. He used the Ricky Hatton formula against Costa Tszyu a bit to me, but was much bigger. And Tyson Fury had much less to worry about than Ricky Hatton, because again, Costa Tszyu was a pound-for-pound great at the time, with many tools to his arsenal. Deontay Wilder doesn't have that. Costa Tszyu developed himself, because in the lower weight classes you have to. At heavyweight, sometimes they fall in love with their own power. Deontay Wilder now has to make some adjustments, because he'll never win a rematch v Fury like that. And he'll never beat Anthony Joshua like that, and he'll struggle against some other contenders. Well, he already has, but he may be beaten by some of them. Tyson Fury, the marks on his face, they were only caused because he was up close to Wilder and rubbing heads. That's the only reason. Other than that, I didn't see really Tyson Fury hurt in the slightest. But, one mistake could have finished it, but Tyson Fury's spacing was perfect. The only distance between them was when Kenny Bayless broke him up. But the bodywork was impressive. I've always been a bodywork fan, you know that. But anyway, guys, it's a magnificent triumph for Tyson Fury. This is Champions of Champions Boxing Talk. The Gypsy King reigns supreme. And I'm out. I'm out, brother.